Well, welcome to this episode of Sooner Legends Podcast. This is your host, Mike the Legend. And I thought today we would take a break from football and we would have, since today is my birthday, I thought maybe I could get a few viewers in here and y'all could get to know Mike the Legend a little bit. And we haven't had no viewers show up yet, but I'm sure y'all will be hopping in. But thank you for joining me on this episode. If you are watching, I don't know how long I'll be on here. It depends on if I can get any viewers. So let's just wait around right now and see what's happening. I see two in so far. So there will be some rules. I'm not going to get in on this getting to know Mike the Legend. I'm not going to go into my personal life, which means wife, uh, uh, doing the hokey pokey and all that. But if you would like to know me and where I come from, my roots, all that, it's all it's all it's all fair game. But no sex life, no no talking about marriage or anything like that. So I've got two viewers in. Looks like I got two viewers in. So let's get some people and get on this. So I guess until we get some people on in here, uh, we'll talk a little bit about OU football. We do have Tulane coming up this Saturday, and 2:30 at Dallas. I hope that we pull out the dub, but I'm raising up some. Got a little lingering doubt. Well, hello, JM. How you doing today, buddy? This is today. We're trying to get away from football. I'm trying to get some viewers in here to. We're going to have a Q&A today because today's my birthday, and really, a lot of people don't know about my life growing up and all that. So I just figured I'd have some fun today. Uh, JM, I hope you're having a great day, sir. Thank you for tuning in. But anyway, on the Tulane game, it's going to be rather interesting. Uh, we've uh, we've got bad news all over the place about injuries, uh, this, that, and the other. It's just I can't recall a time in my life watching the Sooners that I've ever seen this much injuries to a team. And so I don't know, guys. Y- y'all help me out here. What's y'all's take on the game Saturday? I think we'll win it. Uh, I've been saying about probably 27-14 somewhere in there. Uh, that's how I'm looking at it. But stranger things has happened. Like I said in my other two videos earlier today, that them them injuries on the offensive line. I mean, I was high on OU. I mean, you can go back and watch all my previous videos. I was high in the whole off season for Oklahoma, and you know, and then that injury bug hits. I mean, it seems like one domino fell, and the other one, it domino effect just started downhill. So I'm hoping to see how. Well, hello, Lemon. How you doing today, brother? Get to know those. He's the world best blue catfisher. He knows more. Let's see. We'll put you up here. We'll put you like get to know the host. He's the world's best blue catfisher. He knows more OU history than all other YouTubes. He doesn't leave any of the girls for us. Nothing more to know. Probably so, Lemon. Probably so, brother. Well, Lemon, let me get your thoughts down there in the chat. What you think? What's going to be your best guess for Saturday against Tulane? JM, want to hear your thoughts too, buddy. Uh, on Saturday's game. Like I said, my prediction is probably anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and say we cover the 14-point spread. I think it'll be 28-14. So, but like I stated in my video earlier today, I mean, our defense is playing high level football, but at some point, that defense ain't going to be able to hold us. I mean, when you get out there and you play for 4 quarters and 3 and out, 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 that defense is going to wear down. And as hard as you play, at some point, it's going to come back and bite us in the butt. But guys, I don't want y'all to think that I'm a Debbie Downer, negative Nancy, or because I'm not. I'm just trying to speak real facts, what I see through my eyes, what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing on the field, with all the reports coming out of the Sooners room. Guys, this is just a weird year for us. One of the weirdest years. Now, I will tell you, like I was saying before Lemon come on, 28-12, I think we'll average a TD a quarter. I think the D will continue what they did last week. OSU. Yeah, you're right, Lemon. You're right. You spot on there, like you always are. I'm picking up here. Show. 28-12. I think we'll average a TD a quarter. I think the D will continue what they did last week. OSU exposed the Tulane offense, but stuff happens. Exactly right, Lemon. But like I was saying, Lemon, I just at some point that I'm wondering how long this defense can hold out with us not scoring. We're going to have to score at some point. And this third down situation we have, that kind of that's got me on edge a little bit. And we're not doing ourselves any good on first and second down. You know, we'll get on first down. When it comes to second down, it's like 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, no gain, and then it's 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 10, or we get a stupid pick, and it's 3rd and 15. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. I ain't gonna lie. We got some work to do. But we signed up for this. This is what we signed up for going into the SEC. And I'm not going to, like I said, we got all the injuries, all of that, but I'm a no excuse kind of guy. You got a football team. When you have injured players, next up. And so we'll see. We're going to see what's going to happen. I'm hoping. Yeah, Lemon, I got a call or cable company We got new internet service, and it's fiber optic, and it's it's janky to say the least. I may have to shut the Wi-Fi off on my phone to maybe get a better signal. Maybe got too much, but anyway, I'm hoping that Seth Luttrell goes into the playbook. And Jay from Unfair Sports said this. Good friend of mine. That um, well, hello, Kimberly K. And thank you for the birthday wish, hon. I hope that Seth Luttrell uh, goes into the playbook and kind of simplifies it for Jackson, because Jay said that Seth Luttrell is going to have to be the quarterback. He's going to now he would be ways back, and then we can get Jackson some confidence in that position. He's going to have to be a quarterback for Jackson. And we're going to have some receivers step up. Now, I said in my video earlier today that, and I need to correct that on this live. I said spread the field. What I meant to say, we, 5'8", 5'9" receivers, we don't have any tall ones. If we need to go up for a 50-50 ball, we don't have it there right now. And so I'm a little concerned. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I ain't gonna lie to you one bit. I'm a little concerned. Now, am I saying this is 1990s OU? No. But there's some concerns, but I'm not. I've been seeing a lot of talking heads, a lot of fans saying fire Seth Luttrell. No, we don't need to fire Seth Luttrell right now. He does not need to be fired. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until at the end of the season to see, and then I'll make my judgment then. But a lot has happened to OU betwixt the spring game and opening day, the opening game, game one. A lot has happened. Injuries. Spring game got injuries. Fall camp, summer camp got injuries. And there's a little concern there for me. But I digress on that. I'll always support and love my Sooners. And we're just going to have to see against Tulane this week, guys, this Saturday. Now, OU always has that one game every year that I've been watching that makes you scratch your head. The bandwagon fair weather people are not used to having a defense. They can stop being whiny little piss ants, and we can keep winning with an offense who will learn. You're exactly right, Lemon. I was fixing to talk about this. I hate to bring up historical stuff and the past, but I got to witness in my Sooner fan career the best defenses that OU has ever laid out on the field. So I'm used to defense. I'm used to defenses winning the games. I'm used to when the offense is struggling that the defense shows up. I'm used to that. But you, like I was saying, you younger Sooner fans, y'all still have that Lincoln Riley programmed in your head race to 50 with no defense. And with Lincoln Riley, we had to score every time we touched the ball. And we didn't have no defense. So you guys are just going, you're going to have to change your mindset a little bit. I can already tell, living come from the same school I did know you. I'm not, listen, like I was saying, I'm not nervous. I'm concerned, but I'm not giving up on our defense. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying at some point, if we don't score enough to keep us in the game, that our defense could be getting tired. I grew up pretending to be the boss. I did too. Well, I couldn't pretend to be the boss because I was already a teenager by then, but I lived through the Gibbs Blake Schmelly era. Yeah. Lemon, you grew up through I just happened to grow up through the 70s, seeing the Selmans, all the great defensive people that we had. Hello, Jimmy Satterfield. Welcome in, brother. Yes, exactly, Kimberly K. I agree with you. Right, I can't agree with you more. It ticks me off that the first sign of the offense not dominating, too many fans talk firing. Let's go do go to their jobs and watch for imperfections and demand they be fired. Yes, you're exactly right, Kimberly K. I mean, they just going to have to get used to this. It there's no two ways about it. Our defense is back. I mean, and this newer age Sooner guys are losing their cool, because of that Lincoln Riley race to 50 type thing he had. And I'll be honest with you, as much as I like seeing Hello Chicken, and what was it like 15, 20 minutes ago when I heard from you? But let's see. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the Lincoln Riley stuff. As much as it was awesome to see putting up double digits points and everything, I hated it because we couldn't stop a nosebleed. Lemon, I agree with you 100% here, brother. We need to get off that jet sweep. We need to get off of it. We need to put that as a thing in the past. Put it to bed. Just keep it out of our playbook. I don't like it. I really don't. And I'm also wanting to see us establish some kind of running game. And guys, y'all can chime in on this also. If DeMarco's showing signs of what he was doing last year about this running back room, and it's about to make me pull what little hair I've got out. Exactly, Chicken. Yeah. I'm effing tired of people thinking that they know what to do, but yet they couldn't do 20 push-ups, much less never played the game. You're right, Chicken. But like I said, we need to establish something in that running back room. I mean, put two people out there, make it your one and your two, And if they don't get the job done, the next two go up. Whoever does it the best. Uh, hey, Stephen G, how you doing, brother? I'm, but we can sit here as fans and armchair quarterback and armchair coach all day long, when in fact, if the whistles was around our neck or we was up on the line or any position group, we would we would probably be lost, as the USCJ says, we would be lost in the sauce. And it's easy for us, chicken. It's like telling a man telling a woman how to give birth just because they learned to swaddle. You are right, my friend, chicken. But it just it just ticks me off, something about this fan base, that they can sit there and sit in that armchair and just think they can outcoach BV and Bill Bedenbow and the coaching staff and outplay every player on our team. I'm all time telling them, if you think you can outcoach any one of our coaches, go to the athletic department, talk to Joe C, and tell him you can outcoach, out recruit, and out develop players better than Bill Bedenbow or Emmett Jones, Todd Bates, Chavez, B Hall, Jay Blight, the whole lot. Tell them you can do that. And I guarantee you, you'll be laughed at. You'll be laughed out of that office. Now, does can we as fans criticize? Yes, we can criticize all day long. That's what makes a fan base. But to say, that you could do better, hey, Stevie G, it's no problem, brother. You're just you're a worried fan, brother. It's it's okay. You have every right to be worried with all these injuries, and it's not performing well on the offensive side of the ball. You have every right to feel how you feel, brother. Oh, I forgot to read Lyman's. Just start telling everyone that we found a way to get 4 more years for Jay off to see if he can quarterback. Wait, but no, Stephen G, you have every right to, it's with every Sooner fan right now, guys. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and sunshine pump and tell you life is unicorns and rainbows, but it is what it is, guys. We got to figure out something. Oh, cool, Stephen G. That's awesome. Yeah, exactly, chicken. We got volunteer Pee Wee coaches who have the pod think they know. Exactly. I bet you did, Steve G. That is a bragging moment. Let me put you up here, brother. Uh, he got some DBs that got 3 pick sixes on their football game last Friday, and first football game he coached. Awesome, Steve. Awesome, brother. Congratulations. That that that's awesome, brother. But let's dive into this offensive thing. Uh, we got Gary and Hatchet out. Going to have Corn Bison He's got a torn bicep and will require surgery. Uh, we're we're on fumes in the wide receiver room right now. So uh, I heard in Bill Bedenbaugh's press conference today that not Bill Bedenbaugh, God dang it, he's on my mind. Brent Venables that EPL is eventually going to start. Now when, I don't know, but it sounds like he's coming around. And guys, this is another thing. I thank God now, looking through the rear view mirror, that EPL didn't get here early, because uh, he might have been on that injured list along with the others. So him enrolling late might have been a blessing in disguise. That's all I'm going to say. We missed out on getting the best left tackles from the portal and Ollie Warden. Yeah, you are right. You are right. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Spencer Brown so far. I'm not. Concrete shoes. But I will say this, uh, going back and watching the game last Saturday, uh, that our O line didn't play that bad, and they played better. You're right, Chicken. Our D line beat up our O line. I mean, that's that's facts there. But our O line last week didn't play that bad. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot and couldn't move the ball. Third down efficiencies, we stunk it up again. Time of possession, we stunk it up again. You're right, Stephen G. I can't wait to get Hickman back, because if y'all looked at uh at that game against Temple, before Hickman went out of the game, our O line was clicking along pretty decently. And then when he went out of the game, it just seemed like everything went to hell in the handbasket. But but I'm telling you guys, there's something down there we don't know, and I'm saying this in a good way. There's going to be, maybe not this game, maybe not the Tennessee game, maybe against Auburn. There's going to there's going to be a turnaround. I just have that gut feeling. You're right, Chicken. It's it's about continuity, trust, do the little things, play to the whistle. You are exactly right. Yes, you uh Sexton is the only one communicating on the line. Bates is physical but not smart enough to call things out. And yes, Jimmy, jet sweep on the first play said it all. Yeah, I wish they would. I wish they would get rid of that play, that jet sweep. That and what and what's funny is the ones. Yes, me too. Yes, me too. Rhyme Lemon. I'm about to add the words complimentary football to the drinking game, because they've been saying complimentary football a lot. Now I went sideways. I forgot what I was saying. Oh well, we'll we'll circle back to it. But I just think, I feel in my gut that OU is going to turn. We're going to see a turnaround. probably during probably against Auburn. Yes, yes, Ryman Lemon. The throwback unis, yes, and they need to have the names on the back of their damn jerseys so I can, because I can't keep up with the numbers. I don't have a program with me. Put their damn name on the jerseys so I can see who you are, see who I can cuss out. But like I was saying, I was 9-3, floor 10-2 season, and I will stand firm on that. But that what I was looking at was our personnel. We hadn't had any injuries hit us like this. I did I didn't foresee this. So now I'm looking at 8-4 floor, 9-3 ceiling at this point. Yeah. But it could be chicken. Maybe white helmets threw JA off. Could be. I said in my video earlier today, somebody might have grabbed the voodoo doll and did some voodoo over that that's happening to us. I mean, we are playing LSU this year. But like I said, I I want to say that we're still going to beat Tennessee, but boy, that's a big that's a big that's a big if right there. I mean, when you don't have your star personnel in there, and can for the love, can somebody tell us what's going on with Nick Anderson instead of saying that, oh, he may be ready this week and then he don't play, and then next week, oh, he may be ready this week and then he don't play that next. Can somebody please tell us what's going on with Nick Six? Be straight up with us. I mean, quit quit beating around the bush. I'm tired of seeing that or hearing about it. I mean, we as Sooner fans have a right to know. So anyway, enough of that. So out of Houston game, everybody here in the chat that's on with me right now. Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve G. Yeah, BB and Switzer Center, they keep the news under lock and key. The chat guys, y'all watch that debacle last Saturday. Uh, what is a good thing? Because there's tons of bad in that game, but name one good thing that y'all seen out of that game. And I'll start this off. Danny Stutzman and the defense and G baby Grayson Halton. There was more, but tell me. Yeah, right. Yep, the tight ends were good. The I think it's Jake Roberts. Boy, he's a good one. Too clutch. Offense bad, defense good. Hey, yeah, the punter. God, that punter. God bless him. Boy, his putting it down there. Stephen G went full on Napster fire. So, but y'all, like I said, I mean, and it just wasn't OU Saturday. that whole college slate that was played, some of the games were just, it was a weird Saturday. I mean, did anybody in this chat have Notre Dame losing to that Illinois school on their bingo card? Because I sure didn't. I mean, there were some weird games. Along with OU's, yeah, yin and yang performance. Yeah, I know, Steve G. You're always giving Coach Roy ball fits, but you know, guys, what we're going to have to do, we just going to have to we're going to have to dig deep. We as fans, we're going to have to dig down deep, show our mettle, show our grit, and guys, I ain't gonna lie to you. You're gonna have to endure this like we did back in the day. Stephen G, I will never accept the doom. I lived through the '90s, brother, and I didn't accept the doom through that decade. You ain't gonna get me to. I'm not buying a ticket to your doom train, Stephen G. Oh, chicken! I feel for Coach Roy. Ball hurt. He popped a hemorrhoid. But no, Stephen G, I'm staying off your doom train, brother. No offense. I will never join a doom and gloom and negative Nancy train. I can tell you that we play bad, and I'll tell you that we suck. We shouldn't even be playing football on that particular day. But I will never doom and gloom. No, oh, yes, Stephen, dooming is fun, especially when I start trolling. But no, you. I wished y'all could have seen me during the '90s, during that god awful decade, just to just to piss people off. I'd wear my Sooner gear. I didn't. I had my Sooner shirt, Sooner cap. I'd I'd get made fun of, and I'd still look at them. Hey, we're the best team in the nation. Sometimes you got to do that. Use a little reverse psychology on them. I refused. I refused that there was ever a decade that you didn't have the beard. When I was in the military, Lemon, they wouldn't let me grow my beard. Hey, I didn't draw that offensive game plan up. No, sir. Chicken, my lawyer ain't present. He says, "Hell, Mike, you were on wife 3. You love punishment." My lawyer ain't present, sir. I refuse to answer that question on the grounds it may incriminate me. I'm pleading the fifth. But anyway, yeah, there weren't any shuffle passes on that. So I didn't draw that up. No, guys, when I say I'm all defense now, guys, I know we're fooling about and everything, but you got to have an offense to score points. I mean, come on now. And I like to see offense. We got to score and we got to keep our defense off the off the field as much as possible and keep them fresh. And but going back to my day, sometimes that old defense had to keep you in the ball game. Yeah, yeah. There's only one way up. We hit rock bottom against Houston. Yeah. Yep. Yep. We was scraping the bottom of the barrel against Houston. So there ain't nowhere else to go, guys. I mean, and this Jackson Arnold. Yeah, I do too. Ryman Lemon. I think that was I can't remember his name, but he always had a loudspeaker. He had a gold tooth with a OU embedded on it, and he was at a lot of games. Oh, come on now, Steve G. Come on now. We can't wish we can't be saying that on JFA yet. Now watch JFA throw three pick sixes. The rock collapsed and we hit the basement. Come on now, Steve G. But as far as this Jackson Arnold and Michael Hawkins debate, guys, we can't throw the baby out in the bathwater. I mean, yeah, Mike Hawkins is he's a good kid, good athletic, but you just can't bench Jackson Arnold and put Mike Hawkins in there. We got to, and I agree with you there too, Lemon. Uh, yeah, we could have thrown out Casey, but I'm old school dance with what brung you and Jackson he wasn't a Gatorade Player of the Year and 5-star athlete from Denton Geyer for nothing. But I've seen people say this, and I agree with this. Maybe he's still thinking he's in high school and he's waiting for them receivers to get open, and that don't work in college. This is college. This ain't high school anymore, Jackson. You got to be quicker. And I'm, yeah, you're right, Stephen G. His might, I agree with that. And but I can, and for the ones who is wanting Seth Luttrell fired, was the ones last year saying uh, that was in our bad games last year saying fire Levy, but then we get our offensive rolling. Oh, now Levy is good, and then they got back on the. Thank you, Lemon. Thank you, buddy. But guys, we we need to lay off Jackson for a little bit. I still think he's better than Spencer Rattler. I still think he's better than Trevor Knight. I, it's just, and I like this comment from Thunder OU Center. Thank you for hopping in, buddy. Uh, it would help Jackson Arnold out immensely if the wide receivers catches the ball that he passes instead of dropping them. You are exactly right, my friend. Ah, If you want any of these coaches fired with respect, go to work. You know, I never I I never really want a coach fired. I want to start off with head coach. I'd really never want to see a head coach fired until our recruiting lacks what we're putting into the NFL and below 500 year in year out. Now, as far as offensive coordinator, I'm a little bit harder on the coordinators. I don't know why. Yes, and thank y'all for wishing me a happy birthday this morning. That made the old Legends Day. Uh, well, yeah, Jimmy, I did too. I mean, let's address that elephant in the room. I mean, Gary Gibbs. Hang on, guys. My laptop is about to run out of battery, and I need to put it on life support. But back in the '90s, we had starting out with Gary Gibbs, and then Smelly Schnelly, and then John Blake. I mean, it went from good to bad to worse. And I ain't gonna lie to you about that. It's never fun when my wife critiques my technique when I'm with the Mitchell. Damn, Lemon. Y'all excuse me for a minute, my. Okay. Mike, we mourn the loss of another year of your life. It's really selfish of you to keep doing this. Brother, I tell you what, as long as the legend is breathing life, as long as I'm aspirating air, standing upright, getting out of bed every morning, I will grace y'all with my presence on Sooner Legends podcast. Now I can't say I'm long in the tooth. Thank you, Thunder OU Sooner. I can't say I'm long in the tooth because I don't have my dentures in right now. I'm long in the gums. But this is my last year of being in the 50s. I'll be 60 next birthday. So you know what, guys? It's chicken. Oh boy, we getting crazy up here. But you know what? In the 59 year, or I'll just say this will be my 54th Red River rivalry, Oklahoma and Texas. And I will say this: if the old legend was to ride off in the Sooner Schooner tomorrow, I have no complaints of my almost 60 years of living. No complaints whatsoever. It's been a hell of a ride. I would go back and do it all over again. I have no regrets in my life at all. Thunder OU Sooner, I'm going to honor my mother today, and I am going to have a carrot cake. That's what I'm going to have. But yeah, I don't have no regrets in my life. Uh, even even being a Sooner fan outside of Sooner football, my my hobbies, my passions, and everything. You know, uh, I have no regrets. I have no regrets on any of the life choices I've made. I have no regrets uh, about anything. I come from a good, stable family, uh, good mom and dad. Uh, I'm the youngest out of four. I had which all four of us are still living, by the way. But I just, it's been an awesome ride. It's I don't and if y'all's wondering about my historical stuff, I'm gonna bring this up to you. A lot of my history that I present to y'all, uh, that is stuff from my personal archives. And before I could write and read, my mother would write that stuff down for me. And how she would do it, we got back in those days, you had the newspaper. She would take all the stats out of the newspaper for me, uh, and write that down. And then once I learned how to proficiently uh, write and get good at penmanship and reading, I did it myself. And a lot of stuff that I bring to y'all on the history is from my personal archives, and it's fun going back to those personal archives because it touches memories of me and my mom, me and my dad. It brings up some old football games that me and dad either listened to on the radio or watched on television. And so that bringing that historical, I know it don't get a lot of boom on YouTube, but it I love presenting stuff to y'all like that because I want y'all to see where why Oklahoma is what it is. And I'm going to be honest with you. Being a Sooner fan, next to deer hunting, getting my first BB gun, getting my getting my first pocket knife, uh, being a Sooner fan was my rite of passage with me and my dad. My dad was a fan during the well, Daddy actually started out being a fan uh, there at the last year of Snorter Luster's head coaching career back in the 40s. And then when Jim Tatum and Bud Wilkinson was hired on at OU, and Daddy just followed it through the years. My daddy he was a spry uh, 15 to 16 years old when we won back to backs in 55 and 56. He was he was at the OU Texas A&M game that featured Claude Arnold in his come behind victory against Texas A&M that won OU its first national championship. Uh, both of my grandpas were they were fans during the BNO the last of the probably the last 4 or 5 years of the BNO era, and my great grandpa was both of my great grandpas were fans of they got to see OU from birth until about or let's see, my one great grandpa down in Winniewood, he passed away probably in the early '60s. So yeah, he got to see all. He got to see the first head coach for OU all the way to a little bit until Bud Wilkinson. Both of my great grandpas. So and yeah, Jimmy, you're right. Those were the days listening to the game on the radio. Good times. And it's funny you should say that. Back in the '70s, uh, yes, I do. Yes, I do, Kimberly K. But But back in the 70s and in OU's uh, early part of the schedule, if we wasn't playing your USC's or any of your powerhouse football teams, we uh we had to listen on the radio. And they they Oklahoma only got put on TV twice, and that was Texas and Nebraska. That was it. They didn't start playing. They didn't start showing the Bedlam game until I think it was 84, 85 when Raycom Sports started. Okay, Kimberly K. But in 1981, two lawyers by the name of Andy Coates and Clyde Muchmore, uh, they went on to sue the NCAA for antitrust, and they they represented the University of Oklahoma and the University of Georgia. They took it to they first it first started in Oklahoma City, and uh, they finally found a sitting judge in Oklahoma City from New Mexico. His name was Judge Burciaga, and they brought it to him. They presented their case, and Burciago wrote them a 90-page detailed report telling them, yeah, this is this will, and I'm paraphrasing, but they said, Judge Burciaga said, yeah, y'all got a case. So they took it to the Ninth District Court in Denver, Colorado, and they took it on there and said, yeah, you got a case. So with a court order, Andy Coates goes into CBS and all the major news networks back then, major TV networks, CBS, ABC, NBC. And what Andy Coates uncovered with that antitrust act deal was the NCAA and the TV stations was running their TV rights like a mafia, had a racket. And an example being in 1981, when all this started, Oklahoma was playing USC, and we was getting our television rights, and we was being broadcast all over the United States. Now, over in North Carolina, Appalachian State was playing Citadel. They was getting their getting their money, but they were being shown to a smaller, very small audience. So that's when Andy Coates and Clyde Muchmore took them sued the NCAA. And yes, Jimmy, the NCAA has hated Oklahoma ever since that. Now we got our television rights, and so did Georgia. But Coates told the ADs, y'all better keep your nose clean because you got a target on your back. Well, sure enough, Oklahoma and Georgia that next season gets put on probation. But we got our TV rights. And that's when you seen ESPN, all the Raycom Sports, you seen all of this TV time just blow up overnight, because up until this point, guys, excluding the bowl game, they only had 14 college games on a season. Think about that. 14 college games a season compared to what we have now. So after we won that, that's when they started playing the Bedlam game on TV. But up until that point, the only time you'd see Oklahoma on television was Texas and Nebraska. Once in a great while, you'd get in the old Big Eight conference, we'd get a Missouri or a Colorado. Once in a while. I I think I want to say it was 1980 or 81 when we kicked the stuffing out of Colorado 84-48. And the only reason they televised that game was because the coaching at Colorado was a former Oklahoma Sooner head football coach by the name of Chuck Fairbanks. No, chicken, that didn't help either. That didn't help. But anyway, you know, that just I miss the days of me and my dad sitting at the kitchen table when there wasn't a ball game on TV, but it was on the radio. Our the first radio announcer I remember growing up was Mike Treps, and then I remember Jack Ogle and Bob Berry Sr. And then I remember one of my favorite announcers. I still miss him, and that's John Brooks, Jiminy Christmas. And then Bob Berry came back to Oklahoma in the 90s. But listening to a game, it once you get used to hearing a game on radio, uh, you can get a feel of the game. And if you got a good radio announcer like Mike Treps was, uh, you Treps had a way of making you feel like you was in that stadium, whatever game he was calling. I didn't see that rhyming lemon. I did not see that at all. Y'all see on the On3 report that people are Venmo requesting the Auburn quarterback for reimbursement for their bets that Auburn would cover. I, I didn't know about that, Ryman. But going back to Mike Treps, a good memory I have was in '75. We already got beat by Kansas that year. That one will that's a game that will go down as I don't know why, but I digress. But the next game we played Missouri in Columbia, and you know, uh, in the first half, OU they shut Missouri out. But that old set there again. Uh, here's why you don't wait, why you don't call a game. Football's 4 quarters. Second half, Missouri they came out on fire, and we went flat as a pancake and missed a field goal here and there, and it come down to us needing a touchdown and a 2-point conversion at the last of the game, and little Joe got us the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. But Mike Treps in that game when Joe Joe broke off for that touchdown, you can hear Mike Treps go Joe. So, and we won the national championship that year with one loss. No, chick, I know it wasn't. Uh, yeah, Daddy, our game ritual was Daddy. It's a lot better listening to the radio now. Yes, I'll agree. Some of the that's another thing before I get into me and Dad's ritual. Some of these damn TV announcers need to be held under the water until bubbles stop coming up. I mean, they get on my nerves. And it's just not at OU games. I mean, it's at any game. Now, if I had my druthers on someone calling an OU game, put Gus Johnson in there. I like to hear him commentate OU. But anybody else, mm-mm. But anyway, our ritual was Daddy would put on a big brisket, make some ribs. Hey, what's up, Garrett? Glad to have you on, brother. But Daddy would make up he'd smoke a brisket and smoke some ribs, put on some hamburgers and hot dogs. Oh God, we'd have a feast. And then Mama had her being Cajun, Mama would always have a big old Cajun dip made up for chips. Boy, those were the days. Oh yeah. I remember the old Walkman. You looked like some kind of alien from with them headphones on before they got the earbuds and all that. Well, the year that we won as a matter of fact, the national championship in 1985. That I was watching one game, and I don't Lemon and probably Jimmy Satterfield remembers this, but back in those days, along with the Walkman, you had what they called the Watchman, which was a little black and white TV that looked like one of them little Spies R Us cassette recorders. And I was watching the Tennessee game on that Watchman and watching OU on the TV. And so yeah, that big ass antenna off one ear. Yeah. Yeah, you had to have you just didn't buy batteries for that thing. You had to buy a supply of batteries. You had to get the economy pack. them things. And that was, and Lemon, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was the days before rechargeable batteries too. Well, let me ask you, since we're talking about batteries and not OU football, Lemon, did you ever put your batteries in the freezer trying to get a little extra charge out of them because you couldn't get to town to get new ones? I had to. I'd stick my double A's in the freezer, and for some reason, when you got dead batteries, you could put them in your freezer above your ice box for a few hours and pull them out and pop them in your Walkman, and it'd give you maybe give you what, Jimmy, maybe 2 hours of life before they'd fully die, but you could still get you some kind of tunes. Oh man. Yeah, we got the old alkalines. And yeah, I do too, Rhyme and Lemon. I still stick them in the freezer. Well, listen, guys, I got some errands to run. I just thought I'd hop on here for a little birthday shout out to y'all, kind of get in the groove on my birthday. Y'all be sure to tune in tomorrow, probably around, I'd say, 5 o'clock Central Time. I got Steve Stutzman coming on the show with me tomorrow, and y'all need to start tuning in on Mondays, because me and Mike Boganowski Sr. is going to start doing Mike and Mike on Mondays. So I'm glad y'all subscribed. Hey guys, we got 464 subscribers. I'm 36 away from 500. Get this out, share it with your people. Tell them about the Sooner Legend. Tell them that I might not be the best podcast on YouTube, but by God, I'm a close second, and I'm gaining high ground every day. But one thing you're gonna have on my show is fun. And so, oh, thank you, Garrett. I sure appreciate that, brother. And you know what? You know, hanging out with y'all on my birthday, this meant a lot to me, and I appreciate y'all showing up. And you know, what can I say? The SLP family, we're growing every day. I love how y'all come in the chat box, chat rooms, chop it up with me. So this is the legend. We'll see you on the backside. Boomer Sooner. Boo boo.